The world stands on three things: upon justice, upon truth, and upon peace. As it is stated, judge with truth and justice, peace in your hands. One of the statements that you make often is, I got to keep the peace. And that is why I have chosen this passage. In order to keep the peace, one must be able to judge any situation properly and keep the truth. As the ordained spy of the temple, you require a keen eye to see if a potential situation needs attention and help. I believe that Hashem has blessed you with that vision. Your kindness and connection paves the way for many to find help in a time of need. As the office of the third Parnas, occupying the Sephirah of Yesod, procreation is your job. I want to give you the mandate to reproduce yourself in the kingdom of God. See with the eyes of the prophet, which resides above your Sephirah and flows continuously and directly to you. I am honored today to count you as one of us and to bestow this appointment upon you. Behold, Patricia Sand has been found to be worthy and experienced in the communal leadership and established to lead communities in St. Louis and the United States of America, and to officiate at life cycle events and spiritual and personal pastoral counseling, and is also appointed to the office of the Parnas at Bet Tefillah Lekol Ha'amim, inspiring individuals and communities and drawing them close to the Holy Blessed One, to the Torah, and to the mitzvot. She hereby receives the title of Anna before her name. May God be with her Anna. Giveret Netiva Bat Sarah. With the family and friends of Giveret Netiva Stem. Next, we call to the Bima, Ha'ana, Melamed, and Mova, Riva Batzara, a.k.a. Lydia Ruach. Talmud states that childhood is a garland of roses, and that the very breath of children is free of sin. Babylonian Talmud, Shabbat 152, 119. Rabbi Meir said, when the children of Israel stood at Mount Sinai to receive the divine revelation, the Holy One, blessed be He, said to them, bring me good guarantors that you will keep my revelation, and then I will give it to you. And they replied, Sovereign of the universe, our ancestors will be our guarantors. Said God to them, your guarantors need guarantors themselves, for they have not been without fault. They answered, our prophets will be our guarantors. And God replied, they have also not been without fault. Then the Israelites said, our children will be our guarantors. To which God replied, in truth, these are good guarantors. For their sake, I will give it to you. Teaching children and those who are new to the kingdom is an awesome responsibility with great reward. I feel very confident in your abilities to pass on to the next generation the great revelation that Hashem has for them. His thoughts towards them are obviously great, and being called to the teacher of those gentle souls is also a great privilege and a responsibility. You miss out at times because you serve the children, but I never hear you complain. Your sweet spirit will spill over to the young, and therefore cause them to see Hashem as sweet as well. And what more can we ask than that? I am privileged to have you in our midst, and my mandate for you is to keep a steadfast step. Continue to lead them on and not looking back to the old. Behold, Lydia Ruach has been found to be worthy of the experience in the communal leadership to establish and to lead communities in St. Louis and the United States of America, and to officiate at life cycle events and spiritual and pastoral counseling, and is so also appointed to the office of the Morah at Bet Tefillah Lekol Ha'amim, inspiring individuals and communities and drawing them close to the Holy Blessed One, to the Torah and the mitzvot. She hereby receives the title of honor before her name. May God be with her honor. Giveret Riva Bat Sarah.
Both a privilege and a paradox, as I was talking about before. It's one of those times when it's interesting where God does those things, and for me, this is like the conferrer and the conferee. And now the conferee is having to confer upon the conferrer, who was once a conferee. It's interesting, it's interesting. God is full of paradoxes and full of surprises. In the Talmud we read one of the rabbi's definitions of what it means to walk in the ways of God. Rabbi Hamas, son of Rabbi Hanina, also said, "What is the meaning of this text? You shall walk after the Lord your God. Is it possible for a human being to walk after the divine presence? For has it not been said, for the Lord your God is a consuming or devouring fire?" Rather, the meaning is to walk after the attributes of God. Okay? I'm sorry. She said too many papers. Well, it's a lot to say about you. That's the thing. There's a lot to say about you. Okay? But if there's one thing I've learned, it is that Hashem is the God of divine paradox again. And it is He who has called you back once again to the office for which you stand here today. I remember having these conversations. My wife and I, we'd come over to her house and we'd sit. We'd all talk together about the pains of ministry. And God brought her from those humble beginnings of Centralia, Illinois. And He brought you to the point of starting a school, well, attending school first, starting the school, and then starting a rabbinic place, this institution of learning, and now you're here, this funny. So what is this office you've been called to? It is the office of Rosh Beit HaKnesset, or head of the governing house. And you are being appointed to the position of Chesed tree there, right across from Gevurah.
Yes.
It is the office translated loving kindness, or love. I've got this stuff on the paper, but it's interesting because I watched you, and I put it down nicely, and I didn't read it, but it's actually here because I watched you go through it. I've watched how she loves on the individuals who come to her school, and how she pours out her life, how she's committed years into the ministry for one reason. It's for love. Any other reason why you do this? It's for love. First of all, love for God, love for His Word, and a love for His people. Out of all the years that I've not known, and I can honestly say this, and it's a shame probably, I've not known anyone as committed to the study of the Word of God as this woman here. Dr. Oakley, but I've not known him as long. So it is my privilege to confer upon you, appoint you, however paradoxical that seems, to the office of Chesed. You have someone right here. Okay, very good. Too many papers. Dr. Ursula Hani Williams, Emunah Batsara, a student of Yeshivat HaNatzari, who has toiled in the study of our holy sources for many years, is steeped in learning Torah, Zohar, and many areas of the Jewish law under the tutelage of academic decisors of Judaism, and she was examined in the following specific subjects: Shabbat, Torah Seder, Sa'od, Sidurim, rabbinic studies, and has been found competent in Torah, the Lord's festivals, the duties of the rabbi, and its attendant commentaries, as well as the rulings of contemporary scholars. She has also been found competent in determining halakhic issues in accordance with tradition and is prepared to answer questions in these areas with sensitivity and rational thinking. She is filled with the fear of heaven, a love for Torah, a love for Israel, and a love for all people. In view of the above, we declare that she has been found worthy and granted authority to teach and determine halakhic rulings for the Nazarene people, and has been ordained as rabbi in the office of the Rosh Beit HaKnesset and decisor of Torah. Behold, Ursula Connie Williams has been found to be worthy and experienced in communal leadership to establish and to lead communities in St. Louis and in the United States of America, to officiate at life cycle events and spiritual and personal pastoral counseling, and is also appointed to the office of Rosh Beit HaKnesset at Beit Tefillah Lakol HaAmin with verified prophetic utterances, confirmed by the Holy Torah, inspiring individuals and communities and drawing them close to the Holy Blessed One, to the Torah and to the mitzvot. She hereby receives the title of Eminence before her name. May God be with her, Eminence, yes. Dr. Emunah Bat Sarah. The family of Dr. Connie, please, the Honorable, Her Eminence, Dr. Connie Emunah Bat Sarah, please stand. Right. And so, what's the order next, Dr. Connie? I'm sorry.
Dr. Alida.
Dr. Alida? Thank you very much.
All right. I'm going to ask if the orderlies would please stand. Amen. Ready? Students of Yeshiva HaNatzari, who have toiled in the study of our holy sources for many years, are steeped in learning Torah, Zohar, and many areas of Jewish law under the tutelage of academic decisor of Judaism. And they were examined in the following specific subjects: Shabbat, Torah Seder, Sa'od, and various specific fields per individual expertise, have been found competent in Torah, the Lord's festivals, and its attendant commentaries, as well as the ruling of contemporary scholars. They have also been found competent in determining halakhic issues in accordance with tradition, and are prepared to answer questions in these areas with sensitivity and rational thinking. They are filled with the fear of heaven, a love for Torah, a love for Israel, and a love for all people. Amen.
Amen.
That's what the Lord commands us to do. Amen. In view of the above, we declare that they have been found worthy and granted authority to teach and determine halakhic ruling for the Nazarene people, and have been ordained as Melamed, Hassan, Megiddo, Rabbi, and Parnot. Is that right? Amen. Behold, the ordained have been found to be worthy and experienced in communal leadership to establish and to lead communities in St. Louis and the United States of America, and to officiate at life cycle events, the spiritual and personal pastoral counseling, and are also appointed to the office of Pakit and Rabbi at Beit Tefillah Lakol HaAmin, some with verified prophetic utterances, confirmed by the Holy Torah, inspiring individuals and communities to draw them close to the Holy Blessed One, to the Torah, and to the mitzvot. They hereby receive the title and honor and eminence before their name. May God be with their honors and eminence. We, the undersigned, on this day of Adar 30, in the year of our Creator, 5777, February the 26th, 2017, declare it to be so. Amen.
Amen.
God bless you. I just want to say one thing to the audience. I know we've said a lot of words in Hebrew that maybe some of you don't understand, but there are still words of the Scripture. And every time they prayed the prayer, they were praying New Testament Scripture as well as Old Testament. It was the same prayer that Jesus prayed. He said, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one God." We are one people before God, and we bless Him, and we come before Him with honor. We come before Him, and we submit our lives to Him. So even all those words you heard in Hebrew, they're English words as well. They were just speaking the King's English, or the King's language, if I can say that. Amen. All right, Dr. Connie.
At this point, it is customary that we pray. And after we get done praying, Dr. Tim is going to lead us out with his nigun. That means you're supposed to dance and clap and sing along with him. There are no words. All you have to do is la 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 la. You can do that, right? Okay, we're going to ask Deborah Holmes to come now, and she is going to preside over the communal prayer.
It is customary that after a meal that they say a blessing collectively. The Mishnah 1:7 Berkot says, Shelasha she'akalo ke'ahad kayavim le'amein akal gema'ai uma aser rishan. 3 people who ate together are obligated to say the blessing collectively. Blessed are you, Hashim, for you have sown seeds of Torah, wisdom, into the hearts of your people. Your word has been food for the soul and the lamp unto our feet. 3 or more people who have eaten together as one must summon each other to say grace jointly. They lean one on the other. For years, you, our Ardenese, have feasted at the table of wisdom and Torah. You have done so as one unit, leaning and depending on each other. You have collectively prepared for this tremendous assignment, and you are ready for the task. As you go forth from this point forward, you need to hear the call as a unit, as you are cohorts who have been cultivated in the Torah. You have wisdom, the ability to listen, to hear, and to share. Continue to grow together as a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Don't be afraid to call on each other and rely on each other for support. Remember all that you have learned and keep your eyes, your ears, and your heart open to the unspoken, the silences, the white spaces, and the unnoticed. You are prepared for Tikkun Olam, fixing of the universe. And now, I bid you to be a blessing to your community and do it all for His sake. Amen.
Amen.
Ya da da da. Da 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 da. Ya da da da. Da 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 da.